What's going on, you guys? Wonderbrad here. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We're going to be testing out this Golem-Graveyard deck that's been working really well for me on the ladder. These are all tournament standard cards, so the deck that I'm showing you right here is definitely a deck that you guys could be using. Level 4 Golem, level 4 Baby Dragon, like, none of my epics are really highly upgraded. And then I have two legendaries, the Log and the Graveyard. The Graveyard you definitely need for this deck, but the Log you can switch out for arrows, Princess, anything sort of splash that you feel comfortable using, but the Graveyard is definitely a must-have in this deck because it's the Graveyard Surprise deck. It is used in double elixir usually, last minute of the match or overtime, and you basically use it and surprise your opponents so that they only think your Golem is the only thing coming to their tower, and then you put it down, and it usually works pretty well at taking down their tower. So, we're going to get into some matches today, into this classic challenge, which I've already lost a couple in, but it's because I recorded this video, like, literally 10 times already. It's taken me a lot to get here, but I mean, this is gonna work. It's gonna work. This is the one that could be the one that you guys see. But yeah, it's definitely taken a lot longer to record today. It's taken almost 2 hours, so the dedication is real. Hopefully this video is too when it makes it up there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But Hog coming in. We got some Mega Minion archers on defense with the Tombstone. Doesn't let him get any damage onto our tower. He put a zap down as well. So right now we're only sitting 1 elixir back, and he only got a little bit of damage to our tower. Now he's... oh man, that was actually really well played. Well played. He pulled our Mega Minion all the way across the map with some goblins. Almost put that into a counter push with a miner. Didn't quite do it. But now we have to kind of watch out for a hog push coming the other way now. So I didn't put the golem there just because I'm guessing his hog is somewhere back near rotation. Probably already is back in rotation, so I have my tombstone up. I have my golem ready, so here we go. My throat's kind of weird right now. I'm not really sure why. There we go. I think I got it cleared now. But there we go. Minions, archers. I'm going to put a Mega Minion there to take out his minions. Skarmy shouldn't be too big of a deal. Archers are going to stop that hog from even getting a shot onto the tower. And so far, so good. We're playing this pretty well. We got a pretty good defense rolling right now. He hasn't actually gotten some legitimate hog shots onto our tower too, which is really good. Archers are going to get a couple of shots there. And now that he's just used the hog, we can put our golem down. I know he's got, like, yeah, minor goblins right there, so I'll just log those. I didn't want to save my log for the graveyard or the Skarmy there just because I knew that the goblins would do a lot of damage onto that tower that I really couldn't afford. So I haven't seen him play defense either, which is pretty good, pretty solid. Okay, so bomb tower. That's probably the worst defense that could come up, honestly, but I'll put a graveyard down here. Hopefully that golem can tank for a while. I know he's got some minions, which are usually pretty good to counter the graveyard, but we're chipping away his tower an okay amount. I mean, we're definitely ahead in damage right now because we've got 1 tower down more than his. Took down the bomb tower. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of chip damage onto those minions from our golem exploding. Hog Rider going down. Ooh, that was a far away pull. And I'm going to log that right there. Take out some Skarmy, take out the miner a little bit. Hog Rider still is not even getting shots onto our tower, which is really, really good, because the longer that you can keep the hog off of his tower, by far the better. Not even close. So Golem coming in at the back. He's still... he's not really deciding what tower he wants to push on, which is kind of weird. Tombstone, get down. Perfect. Got down. Right there. Zaps it. Hog does get 1, and just 1 shot onto the tower. So again, I'm okay with that. That's all good. He also doesn't know that I've got a lightning spell, which is pretty solid, because the longer I can kind of keep that in my pocket, keep it hidden from him, the longer it's going to take him to kind of realize that I have it. It's going to be a bit of a surprise at the end. So, Baby Dragon going in there. I'll put a graveyard down now. I'm going to log all this here. Ooh, probably a terrible decision to log that. Anyways, we got this here. Going to tombstone that. Keep that hog away from my tower because I can't have that hog doing any chip damage to my tower. Baby Dragon, graveyard onto the tower. Looking pretty good right now, heading into overtime. So, here is where we're going to have to make it happen. I got the Mega Minion there. I got the Baby Dragon here just in case he puts down some goblins. And I'm going to... I'm going to put a Baby Dragon there, yep, and I'm going to log that, and I'm going to get back to my Tombstone, put that right in front of his Hog Rider, so that won't get any more shots onto my tower, which is perfect right there. Archers get some shots onto the tower as well, so I think I can just lightning that for the win. Let's see, and boom, there we go. There's the first win of the day, looking pretty good against That was probably horrible and offensive, but I tried my best. So, got a couple of cards, got the win there, which is a big thing there. You want to get wins with decks when you're trying them out for the first time, which is basically just what I'm showing you guys. I'm showing you guys how to walk through the decks, having a little bit of fun against BB from Chapin Yusak. And we'll throw that crying face right back at him. Can't be the only ones crying on the battlefield. Don't like that. So let's see. I'm going to log those back there. Perfect. Just because I don't want fire spirits taking out my tombstone for a positive elixir trade, I'd rather log the fire spirits, have the tombstone survive for a little bit longer, and get that constant flow of skeletons going. So, I meant to put those archers down a little bit sooner, but that's okay. He's got a musketeer there, so if he puts anything close by, I'll just zap that down pretty quickly. Let's see. Is he? Is he? Is he? Nope, doesn't do it. And he puts the witch down a little bit later, which I don't really like to see. That's pretty annoying. So, musketeer, witch. I haven't seen a tank from either, so that's kind of interesting. Did he have a miner? Yes, he did have a miner, so that might be his only tank. Oh, I'm going to go that there. I'm going to log push everything back here. He's got a miner coming down there. Witch gets pushed back. Lumberjack does explode his rage spell everywhere. I meant to put down the archers. Touch is not working for some reason. And he's chipping down my tower down to 1,200 hit points, so that's really not good. Pretty bad start in comparison to the last match, honestly. Let's see, my music stopped here, which isn't good. Music, get going. Come on, let's go. Let's see, golem at the back right now. I'm going to push the golem early just because he has chipped down my tower a pretty good amount so far. Musketeer's coming in at the back. We got some... Yeah, nothing happened too good on his side of the map so far. Oh, and he's got a Sparky too, which is interesting. I've been seeing a lot more Sparky lately. I thought it was just like a couple of matches that I played, and then I started talking to people, and they're like, no, I've been seeing a ton of Sparky lately. It's really weird. So I'm going to put a graveyard there, get that Sparky out of the way. Mega Minion is going to be able to take that down. The Musketeer down. We've got the Sparky there, which is going to keep on taking shots out, not do too much. He tries to zap my Mega Minion, and it doesn't work, which is pretty fantastic. And guys, look at all the damage the graveyard just did. I'm gonna lightning all that right there. Boom, 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 take it all out. Missed the witch. Why? Why did you miss the witch? Terrible. Awful. Bad. Ugh. So witch, musketeer have to go down pretty quickly. Yeah, okay, so fire spirit's gonna take that down. He'll take my tower down there, which is pretty bad. Not gonna lie, pretty bad. But just some skeletons to worry about and a musketeer, which is probably gonna get a couple of shots off. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go for his second tower. If I need to, I'll lightning his other tower, or I'll just send over like a baby dragon or something like that. Let's see, what kind of splash does he have? I think I'll go baby dragon over there. I'll get my lightning ready. Hopefully that witch comes up a little bit faster. If the Sparky gets a shot off onto my golem, I am A-okay with that. So I'm going to lightning all that down and take that there. Graveyard right there. He's got a musketeer coming in. I'll put some archers down. I've got my log ready as well, but I don't think we're going to have to use that. Sparky did go down. Fire spirit's coming down on my archers, which is not great, honestly. But we did take his tower down, which is pretty awesome. And his tower is down to 1,100. So, we're in control right now. Definitely in control. Can't let that lumberjack get any shots onto my tower. That would be terrible. So he's got a couple of musketeers, fire spirits, lumberjack. He's messing up the map, honestly. Making it look awful. Just the guy that, you know, mows the lawn, makes the arena look all nice. He's not going to be happy with that. The mower. Something like that. He's going to be mad that the arena's looking as messy as it is. But... it's okay, because the match will be over soon. I'm thinking we're going to be able to pull off the win here. One thing about this deck is, like, you can get some pretty ridiculous ties. Like, you can go into overtime pretty deep, so that's kind of why I like going into tournament standards, just because you can kind of see how long these games can go for with this deck. You can just kind of go back and forth. They have counters to your graveyard. I don't think he's going to be able to do it this time, because we are taking down his tower, though, with the log. Come on, and boom, there we go. A little bit of a stressful match. We kind of made it close on his first tower of the match there. We'll throw those laughs back, but there we go. There's another win. Let's see if we can go 3-0 today. Feeling pretty good with this deck, honestly. If you guys have these cards, personally, I prefer the Golem with the Graveyard. Some people like the Miner with the Graveyard. Some people like the Giant, or just like a plain old Bowler. I'm not really one of those chipped style players. I prefer Beatdown decks, so... If you're a Beatdown deck player too, or you like trying out Beatdown decks, I definitely recommend this one, just because I really like the Golem. The Golem is a pretty cool card. He does a lot of damage, he explodes, you get the Golemites, and I feel like the Golemites are kind of what really saves this deck. Ooh, Hog Rider, okay. Like, the Golemites, they do a ton of damage, and then, or not a ton of damage, but they can soak a ton of damage, like... yeah, they come onto your side, or... yeah, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. The Golemites are really, really good like the Golem. The commentary, maybe not so great for this match, but the matches so far have been pretty solid, if I do say so myself. So, here we go. Princess is targeted onto the Golem, so I'll put the Graveyard down there, and hopefully some skeletons can get onto the Princess and take her out, even though the Graveyard does spawn kind of randomly. She just, like, turned and no-scoped a freaking skeleton right there. That shouldn't be a thing. That should not be a thing. Oh, Princess, come a little closer so I can log it. Come a little closer, come on. I'm so focused on the princess right now, I'm not even paying attention to the fact that we just took down his tower. I'm gonna log the princess right there, take her out, and, oh, and get some spear goblins in there. Positive elixir trade. Positive elixir trade, guys. That's all you need. If you can make, like, a few good trades, like the log for the princess is already a good trade, but if you can get, like, some spear goblins there, some goblins, some fire spirits, even skeletons, that's just more elixir you're taking out that you don't have to deal with. More positive elixir trades, so that was pretty solid right there. Let's see, Princess Musketeer coming in, so I'm thinking lightning is going to be worth it, just so that I don't have any more damage sustained on my side of the map. And let's see, minute left. He's got a Hog Cycle-ish deck. He's got the Hog Ice Golem, I guess is what you'd call it, more than anything. Not really a Hog Cycle deck. But let's see. Archers, Skeletons, Mega Minions should be enough to take that down. And let's see, as double elixir hits, I might even try to go for the 3 crown and just see if we can get one of those rolling here. So I'll go Golem from the back on the same side, and let's see. Golem's there, so I'm going to go Graveyard, like, somewhere around here so that it's protected by the tower and everything, but it's still looking good. Musketeer's there, so I'm going to go Mega Minion on top of the Golem just to take all that out. I'm going to put a Baby Dragon on top of that Hog Rider just to get a little bit more damage on it. And I'm going to log that Princess right there just because I need the Princess to get out of the way so I can start, you know, getting my troops down, getting my splashable troops down. So, as soon as both towers get locked onto my Golem, I'm going to put the Graveyard. That should be about good. And then I'll put another Mega Minion down, and this should be the push that wins us the game. I'm hoping, I'm thinking. There we go. Tons of skeletons onto the tower, and it took it down in like half a second against Mama E-muted from Semper gibberish, basically. But there we go. Third one of the day. Video finally done. I think we got through it for the 11th time today. Oh, that feels good to say. But there we go. Guys, this is the deck right here. The Golem, the Log, the Baby Dragon, the Lightning, the Archers, the Mega Minion, the Tombstone, the Graveyard. You get some nasty skeletons rolling across the map. It works really well. You get a Golem in front of that. It is a tasty treat for your eyes to behold as you take their 3 crown down. But, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please watch the rest of my videos to get a little bit more of me in your day. Subscribe if you haven't already for more coming at you in the future. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.